John, welcome to another edition of the CEO's blog, and we have plenty to talk about. There was a board meeting here at the Harness Racing New South Wales office last week, and the first topic I want to talk to you about is the mini trot scheme, which I know we touched on a couple of weeks ago, but you have an update on that.
Yes, Amanda, the board signed off on the criteria for the scheme, so those young people progressing out of mini trots into the bigger trots, they can now apply. The board, in their generosity, actually looked at this carefully and have backdated 1 year. So those people who progressed out of mini trotters, as long as they meet the criteria, of course, their fees will be met for last year and going forward. They'll need to contact the licensing department now, and they will be given the criteria. They just have to follow that. It's part of their application, and we will certainly have some more people being benefited from tax parity.
Okay, so where can they find the criteria for this?
Well, the criteria will be on our website, the Harness Racing Media Centre, but I would suggest there aren't too many of these people. Just ring Grant in licensing, and he will certainly be able to help them with their application.
Okay. John, is it true that there has been a change with the withdrawal of horses?
Yes, that policy. We've tried a little bit of a change over the last 6 months to try to help clubs and owners with assurance of what races will stand up. As from the 1st of September, horses nominated in a set condition race, that is a 2-year-old race or a 3-year-old race or a CO race, won't be allowed to scratch. So once they're nominated, they're in until the fields are drawn. If anything happens after that, of course, it's only natural causes that create the withdrawal. But no, 1st of September, you nominate your horse, that's the race you're in, you know where you're going to, you know what the conditions of the race are, and you won't be able to withdraw. With regard to the divided stakes, well, this policy continues that you go in there, you'll have a look at those fields, and if you think that you're being not correctly handled by the handicappers, you will be able to withdraw on one occasion.
Okay, well, sticking with racing, obviously, we've got the Carnival of Cups, and there's a few new awards for the Carnival of Cups series that will be announced. Well, obviously, we've got the awards night on October 29. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yes, the board decided to expand the number of awards, and I can say they're awards with great rewards. I won't exactly say what those rewards are, because we hope that all the nominations, all those clubs that are nominated for these 7 awards, will have representatives at the awards night at the Sheraton-on-the-Park on the 29th of October. So great awards. We've covered all clubs, so it's not as if the bigger clubs get an advantage over the smaller clubs. And there's other awards there. We've issued a press release, so I would suggest clubs go and have a look at that press release and see whether they have been selected.
And on the topic of Carnival of Cups, the new season is just around the corner, and usually the first Carnival of Cups series, well, it kicks off with Eugowra on the October long weekend. Have you got more of an update on the actual Carnival of Cups series, as there was a review into it?
Yeah, well, the review was carried out, and the board considered the review. We're late into the season, perhaps, for that review to be properly considered, and it was properly considered, but what they've decided is for this year the Carnival Cups will remain as it is, so the clubs will be advised as to what they need to do. But the Colonial Cup, it is a flagship race, really, certainly for New South Wales, and it will kick off the Carnival Cups, sponsored by Tabcorp again for this year. But post that, the clubs will be advised as to what will be happening in the next financial year.
Okay, moving off topic now, I believe there's been another change with the Colonial Stallions. Am I right there, or what can you tell us about that?
Colonial Stallions changes at Harness Racing New South Wales when the board make these decisions only for the betterment of the sport, and in this case the change is that Previously, it was a 3-year term for eligibility for stallions. It is now 6 years. There is a condition on the second of the 3 years, but it's for the betterment. So stallions, from when they introduced into the Colonial Stallions scheme, for the 6 following years, even if they take a hiatus of some or sort, that hiatus year is considered in the 6. So there's a few very, very good Colonial Stallions standing in New South Wales. The board really wish to support those types of horses. They're well credentialed, they're well bred, and hopefully what we can do with these horses is improve the breed and improve the opportunities. So yes, Colonial Stallions, bigger and better going forward.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic news. And also some more good news, finally, with this formation of a new Trotters Association in New South Wales. There looks to be set a meeting, an inaugural meeting for this association.
Yes, now we've got in excess now of 60 members in this association, and we're still looking for members. But the inaugural meeting will be at Tabcorp Park, Menangle on, I believe it's the 8th of October, a Saturday night. At that meeting, the members will vote in the Constitution, they'll elect a committee, and we'll start moving forward with the Trotters. Now, the Trotters are very important to racing in New South Wales. Harness Racing New South Wales certainly supports trotting races, and at the board meeting, there were a couple of, I think, very good ideas, which will further with this new association and others to really grow the Trotters in New South Wales. So the Trotters have always been here, will always be here, whilst everybody wants to be part of it.
Is there anything you can elaborate on with what the board discussed in regards to Trotters?
Most certainly. In that respect, there will be a scheme, a series specific to the trotting gate in New South Wales. So it's something that we're working on, something that we want to build on. But of course, like everything at Harness Racing New South Wales, we'll go into consultation with others to make sure we get it pretty well right first up.
So watch this space.
Watch this space, yes. But you must turn up to Menangle Park, all those members of the Trotters Association, or as many as possible, on the 8th of October.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time, and John, and we'll catch up again next week for next week's CEO's blog.
Pleasure as always, Amanda.